Profound wisdom consists in, oh, okay, let it be for Hashem. Let it be His design. And we are just going to be receiving it, puppets. We are happy with that. Nasa v'nishma. Let's explain the word nasa v'nishma for a moment. After what you said nishma, so you're saying, oh, you do try to understand. However, the nishma coming after nasa is not trying to understand where the command is coming from. It is we're going to try to understand that which we are commanded to do within our level, not where it's coming from. Where it's coming from, we can only take by acceptance. But here we're saying, excuse me, how is it that there is a sphirot even though there are opposites? That means that there is a Sechel awareness of this. And that's why we attempt to understand it. So therefore, when we come back and say, however, you may be aware of it in the Sechel, but really that which you're aware is really is really above hasaga, above comprehension. If it's above comprehension, how do I come to ask the question in the first place? This the Rebbe explains. However, the nireh v'nigash b'chush hasechel. It is recognized, it's obvious, and it's sensed with an element in Sechel. It's called chush hasechel. Shehin shom b'yisavis. So we started talking about chush hasechel last night. We said throughout this whole period that there is in Sechel an element that says this is the way it should be. Not because of any compelling element, argument. It should be means like we saw, the furnishings in the home are separate entities, and they actually created outside and be brought into the house. but the home anticipates the coming of these furnishings and provides a sense of correctness. In other words, belonging. Which is called a chush hasechel. Like we said, I'll take it in perhaps in a more tangible arena. If you are at a feast, at a wedding, or any celebration, and there is food to go around without limit, let's project Achashverosh's party. He made a 7-day party. The party was directed at all the inhabitants of the city of Shushan. And there was absolutely no restrictions, no limit as to the food consumption and the drinks and so forth. Someone outside of the city of Shushan comes and visits the city and says, oh, I heard there's a beautiful party, I'm going to join the party. So although in all practical aspects of the party, he is perfectly welcome, yet he still does not belong there. What does this belonging mean? What is the level of this sense of belonging? At what level? Where is that sensed? There's nothing wrong with his being there. He's not taking anything from anyone. Moreover, Achashverosh is my king too. Right? So where is this? I don't belong there. This is a principle, a Sechel. Sechel, as we say all the time, Sechel is not something which is developed from outside. Sechel is something which represents the nefesh in its perfection. Within the nefesh, there cannot be anything that's not perfect, even though there's nothing wrong with it. Sechel, huh?
What does that mean?
Sechel senses things from that a level, from that perspective of the nefesh. Like we said many times, in order to live, you have to breathe. And the breathing process is in and out. In and out means that there is a moment where I need a breath, and I'm taking it, now I need it. If during the moment that I need the breath, I actually feel the lack of it, I'm gasping for air, that would not constitute a life. Even though it will be immediately responded to. You need breath. Here it is. If I'm aware that I need breath, then that's already not life. On the other hand, if the breath is provided like for the fish, I'm so to speak drowning in this, then it's also not the type of life I want. I want to be able to be aware of the fact that I'm alive. This is a sechel.
There's awareness without the element of need of lacking.
That's right. Isn't that phenomenal?
And sechel is that awareness element.
Sechel, that's right. That's the real human gift. So we explained many times. How is this? What is this phenomenon?
Just on this point. So, by the breath, there is activity. There is the back and forth. But we're focusing on just the continuous awareness.
Well, both. Back and forth is also necessary, because if there's no back and forth, there will be no awareness.
So too, by sechel, you have the element of definition.
Oh, yeah, but I'm asking, and here is
there are edges and there are no edges. It's continuous.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
What is the secret of this? What is the secret in this? I mean, this is true in sechel phenomenon, in chush hasechel, in the deepest experience of sechel. I'm aware, but not through awareness. Meaning not through a process of perplexity.
Can I ask, isn't it true that really the awareness is by lack? In other words...
Okay, so wait a second. Right? So how is it possible? How do I get aware? And if it is a sechel that you're aware, that's what he's saying. The chush hasechel has to be perfect, just like life itself has to be perfect. Life cannot come and go on a continuous basis. It cannot. That's not life. And yet, this is exactly how it is. We breathe out and breathe in. So what's the answer? We spoke about this many times. The Gemara says that a poor man who is traveling from town to town, every town that he will meet up with, they will provide for him the next meal. Yet, before he leaves town, when this town is supposed to provide for him in his satchel the next meal. Why? He's going to get it in the next town. the sense that it's being provided, even though he doesn't really need it now. Provide a sense of continuity that is a necessity in the human mind.
With the ani and this pas b'sala, this tzedakah, that we're just bringing out again that life needs to be abundant and result.
Yeah, I'll come back to life. This is even a lower level than life. Lower
than breathing.
Yeah, and yet there is a sense of continuity. I'll come back. There's an element in this, and the fact that it's being provided for before he leaves town.
Before he's lacking, right?
That's right. Before he leaves town. So we said about the breathing. We said, how is the breathing satisfactory? How is the breathing process not an interruption of life? Mm-hmm. And then refilling. The answer is that this breath comes and is provided by the infinite air which surrounds him, with the air pressure that's around him.
And it's provided before there's any lack.
That's right, that's provided before there's any lack. Not only before there's any lack. You don't have to do anything to obtain it. It's there at the doorpost. And as soon as there is room to enter, it'll push itself in. From its own accord, from its own initiation. I want to give you life more than you want to receive the life. This is the continual aspect in life. So without disrupting, so to speak, your intelligence, your awareness, I'm giving an element that is above awareness. That defies the awareness element, but not disrupting it.
It's the last piece, it's above awareness, but not disrupting what?
Not disrupting awareness. I'm going to fill it as soon as you're ready. And you know that it's going to be filled as soon as I'm ready. So there is no disruption of life. At the same time, there is not a defiance of your intelligence. Sechel, at its finest level, is a reflection of nefesh itself, of life itself, of the truth at the level of life itself. This is called chush hasechel. You know it, and I don't know how come I know it. But I know it.
Like the breathing.
Like breathing. But breathing is life itself. This is at a lower level. This is an awareness level. And even at this lower level, life itself is reflected. This is the pshat. Real chush hasechel. Just like in life, what makes life life? It is the fact that it's being provided by the source of life, by an infinite resource of life. Sechel also, you have to say, this is right, this is the truth. What gives it its sense of sechel? That this is the way things should be. This is the way things are mitzvah the truth. It is the fact that it's being provided by the giver, not by your quest. This is what the Rebbe says. It is l'mayla hasoga, completely l'mayla hasoga. Because hasoga, what is the process of hasoga? Hasoga is the process of, like we said many times, how do you masik, how do you grasp things? You're identifying its borders, its limits. You cannot identify borders and get to this by recognizing its absence and its provision. You cannot identify it by your own research. But the chush hasechel, the life element in sechel, this is where it is sensed. Where is the life element in sechel come into? Where is sechel come to the life element? This is the principle that sechel is not something that you're discovering. Sechel does not come to a person after he feels its lack, but wherever he goes, he sees sechel. Everything is right. Just one quick demonstration of this. You're walking on the ground, on the earth. We know the earth is a finite presence, it's limited. Imagine we would be walking and we're coming to the edge of the ground. And there is a net that catches you and doesn't let you fall off the ground. Doesn't let you fall off the ground. You're safe, you're always going to have something to hold on to. No question about it. In contrast to how things are now, where you never know that there is an edge, that there is a border to the ground. Although you know that there is a border to the ground. No border, there is an end. But you are constantly on top of this end. So now, Now, when you walk on the ground, you are not secured. There's no possibility of you falling off. It's the way it is, the way it should be. Reality itself defies the of falling off, even though you're walking on a fine ground. Which is why Sechel is able to function on this. Okay. Yeah, there's a sense of reality. This is it for this morning. Okay. How much ground did we cover today?
Sechel